Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Zemanek, and our question this time comes from the state of Arizona. And he writes, a friend of mine goes to Seventh-day Adventist Church, and he said, I'm going to hell because I worship on Sunday. What's up with that? This is a great question. I'm glad that you asked because it is an issue that needs to be discussed. There are those in the church who say that we have to worship on Saturday, what's known as the Sabbath in biblical terms. And they take this from places like Exodus chapter 20, verses 8 to 10, where God says, I've delivered you from Egypt. Now remember this day, this Saturday, and keep it holy. Also, one of the Ten Commandments talks about keeping the Sabbath day and keeping it for all of eternity. What happens is that in America especially, people fail to understand that the Bible was written not to us, but for us. And so they'll take these statements and say, well, that's it. Let's no more discussion. Let's just move on and forget cartoons on Saturday and go to church. All of that was pointing to a day when Jesus would come and he would be our Sabbath, our rest, our place of trusting in God for everything that we need. And so when Jesus came, died, and rose from the dead, he became our Sabbath. So followers of Jesus don't celebrate Sabbath on Saturday. They celebrate Sabbath, rest, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and we add an extra day on leap year. Every day is Sabbath for us. You'll find that in the early church, the book of Acts, they met both on Saturday and on Sunday when they first started out. But all the way through the book of Acts, we see them beginning to not so much skip the Sabbath, but be kicked out of the temples and the synagogues in Sabbath. They're not welcome, and so they just started worshiping exclusively on the Lord's day. In fact, Acts 20 verse 7 shows this, where Paul says, when you come together on the Lord's day, on Sunday. So we worship on Sundays to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ, because since Jesus was rose from the dead, everything else is possible. Sabbath is for us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. We worship God on Sunday as respect for the fact that he rose from the dead physically. Well, those are my thoughts. And remember, because of Jesus, life is good today.